Alex and Leila Hormozi have a toxic side to them that I want to speak about today. And I just want to frame this with, I love Alex and Leila. They have changed my life from a business perspective. Their frameworks, I've literally got their books behind me. I've bought all of their books. I have purchased their book launch that I did recently with the money models. I purchased the $6,000 upsell and I've been using the AI. I got the big stack of books the other day, actually. So I'm a huge fan of Alex and Leila and the impact they've made on the entrepreneur community from a business framework, execution, tactics, and strategy perspective. However, they have a very toxic view on certain things that I want to speak about today. So with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into it. So I want to share a video or two from them that I think you guys will enjoy. So first one is here. So hopefully this audio comes through for you guys.
If you have something bad happen, you can think, I will subscribe to the traumatic experience that my counselor has told me that I have gone through, and they've labeled this thing, and then I just get to keep this problem with me forever. Whenever I go into a new relationship, say, I was traumatized earlier, like I have a hard time trusting people because of this reason that I'm making up right now. Okay, cool. Or something happened. Okay, moving on. It just doesn't matter. If you have something...
So what he just said then is what I would call a bypassing tool. So I talk about two types of tools with my work. So in terms of inner work, there's two types of tools. There's maintenance tools and there's integration or progress tools. Maintenance tools is what you do in the moment and day to day, week to week to stay in a balanced nervous system, your window of tolerance. So you got hyperarousal, hypoarousal, and then you've got your window of tolerance, where you stay balanced and neutral. So you get triggered, you go into a trauma response. How do you get out of that trauma response? You can do things like breath work, you can do grounding, you can do eye gazing, you can do meditation, you can do journaling, you can have an ice bath if you wanted to. That's probably gonna wake you up and quiet you down. But doing things to get out of like a negative state, negative emotions essentially. Now, right time, right place to use that. Tony Robbins does the change your state tool. If anyone's done Tony Robbins before, say yes, make your move. If you know, right? So that's great. Right time, right place. So you're about to have a meeting, you got something on, you get triggered, you feel anxious, you feel stressed, and you don't have time to like heal whatever's causing it. It's great to do something. The tool Alex was just kind of referring to was a reframing tool. You're reframing your belief on the situation essentially. And that helps in the moment. It's actually a tool that I teach. However, the second type of tools are integration or progress tools. That's when we reflect back to find what triggered me to start with. Those negative emotions, feelings of feedback, the negative emotions you're feeling, guilt, shame, inadequacy, unworthy, whatever the emotions are, it's feedback for something. And it's going to be feedback based on your perceptions, which is what trauma is, and your beliefs, your conditioning. So I categorize that as conditioning. Like a computer, you've got coding or conditioning on a computer for it to operate properly. If you download a virus onto the computer, it's going to malfunction. It's going to self-sabotage. It's going to not operate the way that you want to. So let's play this out. You've got some trauma. Say abandonment, rejection, inadequacy, abuse, lying, controlling, manipulation. Pick your poison. What triggers you? Just think of that. Say you've got some trauma. Say you get triggered. And you get triggered when you perceive something that reminds you of the trauma. That's what a trigger is. And say you get triggered and you get anxious, stressed, or whatever. If I just said, change your state, breathe, get out of it, great. You can change your state or reframe, which is what Alex did in this video. You can reframe really easily. Well done. Did you ever address the trigger underneath? No. So guess what? It's going to get triggered again and again and again and again. And it actually builds up and builds up, pents up and pents up. So you're never actually addressing it. You're bypassing the healing integration aspect of things. You're just like, just breathe, just sort of white knuckle it, grit your teeth and push forward. Now, are there time and places to do that? Yes, there are times. Like say you've got something important on, a meeting or an appointment or something, and you get anxious or stressed or overwhelmed. It is a good time in my opinion, to breathe and regulate and come back to neutral to get through that. But if you never address the trigger, it's going to keep happening. What you resist will persist. If you've got a beach ball and you push it underneath water, it's going to keep bobbing up until you integrate or heal the beach ball, which is essentially your trauma in this situation. Now, I want to show you another video of this. So actually, there's a post here as well. So I'm going to read it out to you. So this is from Alex Hormozi again. Everyone's childhood was difficult. Get over it. And if you want to win the award for hardest childhood, congrats. You win. Feel better, right? No one cares about what happened to you. The only thing that matters is what you can make happen now. That's how you win. Now, again, there's truth to that. There's truth to suck it up and get through. I'll play this video here. So this is a video of Leila Hormozi. So I'll play this for you guys now.
Follow the plan.
So she said, actually, I'll refresh it. So she says,
tell me, how do you feel?
essentially
feelings.
Let me refresh it. Oh, it doesn't. She says, fuck your mood, follow the plan.
I grew up having people tell me, how do you feel? You should pay attention to your feelings. How's your gut? What's your gut telling you? A lot of the times, my gut's telling me to do the fucking opposite of the thing that's going to advance me in life, to do the opposite of the thing that's good for me. It tells me to go and keep dating the guy that's probably cheating on me. It tells me to take the job that's going nowhere. It tells me to hang out with the friends that are going nowhere. My gut tells me to do what's comfortable. And so what that means is the cost of the dreams you have for yourself tomorrow is discomfort today. And so that is why my mantra for myself is fuck your mood, follow the plan.
So again, there's truth to that. So there's truth to, okay, say you've got a trauma response. You want to get out of that trauma response and get back to the plan. But what if it's actually revealing wounds you have not integrated yet? You're bypassing the healing aspect of things. I want to share with you a little story to hopefully prove this to you. Let me read out the accomplishments of an incredible human that you'll probably know, or you'll definitely know by the end of this. So if I read out someone's accomplishments, that they won 2 Emmys for their television work. Actually, there's more beyond that. So they won an Oscar. They won 6 Golden Globe Awards. They won the Screen Actor Guide Award. They starred in all these incredible movies. I'm not going to read them all out. This person won 2 Emmys for their television work. They won 5 Grammys for their comedy album. What else? This person, he was named one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, ranked 13. He raised $75 million for the homeless. And his net worth at the time of his death was $50 to $100 million. This person is Robin Williams. Robin Williams took his own life. He died by suicide, if you're not aware. So let's play this out. Say you've got some unhealed trauma, conditioning, beliefs that are causing you to feel suicidal. What if I just told someone who's in that position, fuck your mood, follow the fucking plan? That's fucking stupid because you're bypassing the shit that wants to be healed. So again, there's right time and right place because I felt edgy making this video because I love Leila. I love Alex. And if they see this, hopefully they don't hate me for this video. But I love Leila and Alex. They have changed my life from a business perspective, but their bypassing and suppressing of inner work, I think is so fucking unhealthy. Because what does this result in? Let's play this both out. Whenever we feel negative emotions, resentment, guilt, anxiety, fear, insecurities, all that stuff, which is just revealing your trauma, your wounds, your conditioning that you haven't addressed yet. Anytime that pops up, fuck your mood, follow the plan. Just fucking grit your teeth, push on through, and achieve the goal. Fair enough. What's that going to result in? People that achieve externally and are fucking miserable. People that are burnt out, unfulfilled, on addictions, whatever their coping mechanisms are. These are most my fucking clients. I have people that are the underachiever who haven't broken through their patterns yet, or it's the people who are achieving shit, but they're insecure and they're unhappy and they're unfulfilled. I take the piss out of, I run events, if you guys don't know that. So at my events, I share this funny story. So I say there's a spectrum of humans. On one side of the spectrum, we've got our spiritual humans. These people, they levitate, they meditate, they take their plant medicines, they do ayahuasca, they do their breath work, they've got their crystals on, they're sage and everything. And these people, they're super grateful. They're super healed. They're so present. And they're so detached from the matrix, right? They're so enlightened. These people are often broke. They haven't achieved anything because they're not taking action. I think these people need a little bit of Alex and Leila in their life to tell them to shut up and follow the plan. Take action. I agree to that. But the other side of the spectrum are your overachievers. These people are overcompensating most of the time for their unhealed stuff. And they have the mind that I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when. And they achieve. And they're generally externally successful, but internally unfulfilled and miserable. That was me. I owned 3 gyms when I was 23. I've actually got a lot of similarities to Alex's story around the gym aspect. And I've known Alex since I was in the gym. So I've been following his journey for a long time. That's why I love his work. But his take on trauma and just fuck it, suppress it, fuck your mood, follow the plan. Your trauma is bullshit. Who cares? Move on. You're just going to result in all of these high achievers who do achieve things. And that's where he's really good with frameworks and tactics and strategy. Like, I think they're the GOAT. That's why I've bought all their stuff. And I love their work. But their take on trauma, I just think is so toxic. It's so unhealthy. You're just going to result in people who just suppress their intuition, their gut, their trauma responses. And instead of tuning in, I like the term, be curious, not furious. Okay, I just got triggered. What's the wound? What's the reflection? What's the mirror that's coming up for me right now? It's going to be something from childhood or your conditioning. Let's address that and integrate that so you stop repeating the same triggers and patterns over and over and over again. Versus, fuck your mood, follow the plan, suck it up. Just who cares? Move on. Like, again, there's a time and a place. You just, by the way, if you're a spiritual human who's levitating all day and you're doing all the inner work, but you're not taking action, go listen to Leila and Alex. You probably need a little bit of their energy to kick you up the ass and go take action. So you probably need to listen to a little bit more of them. If you're the guys who love Leila and Alex and you guys take action, you're achieving goals, you're making money, you're building things, you're achieving things, and you're unhappy, don't fuck your mood and follow the plan. I would suggest that you look within. Find your purpose. I teach that. Find your soul's values. I teach that. Heal your inner wounds, your conditioning, your things that are causing you to overcompensate and think that you'll be happy when you achieve goals. It doesn't work like that. So I hope this helped out. Don't become Robin Williams. I know that's a brutal statement to say. Please don't become that person who he was achieving more than most people ever will. $50 to $100 million in net worth, plus raising $75 million for charity, plus all the awards and achievements that he created and achieved. He took his own life. Don't become that. How do you have, to finish my analogy with the spiritual people and the overachiever, I believe in both. I believe, take action. I have a plan. I take action. It's Sunday lunchtime right now. I'm filming content right now. So I take action. I follow through with it. But I also have the fulfillment part as well, where it's like you don't need anything external to be fulfilled. When a baby is born, what parts of a baby is worthy of love? All parts. When a baby is born, what does it need to be perfect, loved, and enough? Nothing. It is perfect and loved and integrated and whole exactly the way the baby is. And that's you from the moment you're born to the moment you die. You don't need anything external. But if you're overcompensating because you feel unworthy, invalidated, not worthy, that you need to prove your worth to the world, to mum and dad, to overcompensate, it gets you started. That got me started. That's how I had 3 gyms at 23. But I was miserable. I was anxious. I was unfulfilled. If I just fucked my mood and followed the plan, I don't know where I'd be these days. I hope this helped out. I'm going to finish with this. To summarize this, I love Leila. I love Alex. You guys have changed my life. Please put out your business content. Don't stop that. Keep doing your thing. Please open your mind a little bit to the inner work because there are people in your world. It's perfect. I can help your clients, but please open up a little bit so you don't create this cult of humans who are just so obsessed with achieving shit, yet they're unhappy, unfulfilled, and miserable on the inside. That's my request. Hope you guys got value. If you've got thoughts down low, leave them down below. You might completely disagree to me. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But that's my 2 cents. Leila, Alex, I love you guys. Keep doing your content on business. Please open your mind a little bit to the inner work and trauma stuff. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.